In this tutorial for Module 308, we are going to cover some of the basic steps and skills that you need in order to produce a quality screen recording using Camtasia Studio. To begin recording, click on the big red button on the top left that says Record Screen. After you finish your recording, it will automatically pop up down here in track 1 in your timeline. If you already have a recording that you would like to edit, just go to Import Media and choose the file that you want to work with. After it is imported, we just have to place it down on the timeline just by clicking and dragging, and we can actually resize this. If you want to readjust the position of your clip, just simply click and drag wherever you want to, and up here on the middle left there's a button to zoom in and zoom out depending on how many clips you have. Let's begin with some of the basic editing tools that we have here available in Camtasia. If I scroll this to the right, it shows me here a bunch of options that I have right under the More arrow. We have voice narration, we can record the camera, we can add captions, and at the end of the presentation, if you want to add an interactive quiz, you can do that also. For now, I am just going to focus first on sound. So I select my clip, go to audio, I can click on enable noise removal, and if I want any more custom levels, I click on volume leveling, and I can choose here the volume of my presentation. I can choose to control all the spikes so the presentation is not out of control, the sound. If I want to add a transition, my clip needs to be split. For that, place the playhead where you want the transition to be. Simply click the split button and just drag and drop a transition that you want. If there is a section of your presentation that you do not like, you can simply split it and then click on the scissors to cut it. If you want to undo, simply click the left blue arrow. Some visual properties are also available. These let you zoom in and zoom out as the presentation is recording. For example, here in this introduction, I see that the screen is centered in 0, 0, 0 on my X, Y, and Z axis. So I am going to click on Add Animation, and an animation pops in right at the beginning. I am going to zoom in. I'm going to make this animation last 1 second. And where my playhead is, you see right here at the beginning of the animation, everything is 100%. I can see my screen right here normally. So when I get to where the animation ends, I am going to have this roughly at a 300%, and I am going to zoom in down at the bottom left where it says Toshiba Leading Innovation. Once that is complete, I can add another animation. So I can go back down to my regular size. This one I am going to make it last half a second or 0.15. I am, you see right here where my playhead is, I am at 300%. And right here, I am going to go back down to 100% at the end of my animation. And now what I have to do is position once again my screen in the 0, 0, 0, X, Y, and Z axis. If you would like to add some captions, just click on the captions button, and right here we place a playhead where we want our captions to begin. And I am going to say Module 308 Camtasia tutorial. When I zoom out, I can see that my Captions are all the way at the top. I can drag and place them wherever I want them to be, and I can make it last as long as I want to just by clicking on the side until I see the double arrow, and I can either lengthen it or shorten it. Same thing applies for your clips. If you want to trim your clip, just go until you see the double arrow, click and drag. If you want a callout, simply select the callout button, and here you have a bunch of models that you can use. I'm going to select this one, and I am going to place it right here. And you see this little square that I'm dragging around. This is where that big oval is going to be. I'm just going to resize it right there, so it is right on top of the big blue button that says free trial. This concludes our tutorial on how to use basic steps for Camtasia Recording Studio.